the lead up to the final, it was an interesting time because obviously you had, I was based in London, and so luckily for me, obviously I had all the England matches to attend. So we had England-Portugal, and I had a famous picture with Eusebio and Nobby Stiles going up and heading the ball. So you had the ball in the middle of both of them. It's got a famous picture. And luckily at the right end for all that. After the training sessions and the actual period of time when they were doing their semi-finals, I would not be with them all the time during that particular couple of weeks, but I would meet them on sort of after the match. I was able to go to the dressing room, and I was able to photograph them socially after each match. But Alf did kind of shut the door on everybody. He wanted to be left alone with his team, which quite rightly, and there was obviously a lot of pressure going on. So I was able to participate, take photographs in certain events or certain parts of the World Cup, behind the scenes, so to speak. But Alf did say, allow us our, what would be the word? Allow us the chance to be on our own. Got a big job here to do. So obviously I stepped back, and I had a lot of work to do with getting the photographs I've done out to the press and compiling photographs for the what it used to be called the FA News, run by another member of staff within the FA. So my pictures were being used to actually illustrate not only the matches, but also all the photographs I'd taken before the World Cup were still being distributed to different news agencies. So it was quite an intensive couple of weeks, obviously. I think the days leading up to the final was, or the matches leading up to the final was always interesting, because the whole of the world had this amazing expectation of England in the World Cup, England in London, or in England, and so there was this great build-up, and every day going to work at the Football Association, meeting the players, meeting with Alf or Mr. Ramsey. It was never Alf to me. There was always a great deal of respect. We were able to sort of just get on with ourselves and get on with the work, and because I was sort of part of the team, and I had been part of the team for the best part of 18 months, 2 years. I mean, the players were picked, way back, sort of 2-3 years, and there was a wonderful way in which, obviously, then they nurtured them all, and they had this, and all of a sudden they all came together, and there was this wonderful team effort. And so I was able to go to the matches with them on the coach, which is great, the international matches, and you go up the big Wembley Mall, and you had thousands of people looking in, through, at you and at the team, and I'd sort of be in the coach. On the day of the final, it was for the obvious reasons, I wasn't allowed to be actually on the England team coach. I was in the sort of the backup coach. There were two coaches, but equally it was spectacular. You had, I don't know, 80,000 people, just thronging the Mall up to Wembley. It was absolutely electric, and we were all, we had motorbike outriders and screaming, and people and cheering, and the banners, etc. It was nothing like I'd ever experienced, ever. And I'd been to many, many different Wembley matches, and been part of the photographers on the pitch. I mean, in those days, you were able to get within 3 yards of the goalpost. I mean, now you can't even get anywhere near the corner flag, let alone 3 yards from the corner post, which was, a normality, really. It wasn't something which was an exception. You'd actually go on the football pitch, and you'd plant your box 3 or 4 yards in on the little white line, and you'd stake your position, and you know, you'd photograph the match there and then. The technology, of course, we were using film. We weren't using digital. There was no such things as digital. There was no such things as mobile phones or anything like that. So you know, you had to have a couple of cameras. You had to be fast at loading your film, and unloading your film, making sure you didn't open the back of the camera and expose what you've just taken. But everything was obviously very clockwork. Because you'd photographed so many times at a big event, you know, there was always a way of getting up to the last 36 exposures. So you, on the 30th exposure, you'd wait for the action to be down the other end of the pitch, and then you'd very quickly unwind your film and put another roll in, and you became a real expert at it. This is a shot of Nobby Stiles and Eusebio in the semi-final. That's when England played Portugal. It was quite a famous shot. It appeared in all the newspapers of the day around the world.